very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between our visitors and the Minnesota Vikings. Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver. First down, Raiders. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
A give running right is Hall. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 26-yard line. Cut back in! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's McDonald to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. McDonald. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Drops this off with Nwangu. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed him perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And it's caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, McDonald. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Check match.
Running left, it's Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Complete to Nwangu. It's a gain of 9.
Play action. It's McDonald. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing is McDonald. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On fourth down, McDonald. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Broncos will take over on downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall to about the 35, second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
6 yards left on second down. The slot man in motion right. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Ready, break. Unlock line.
Ball again on second down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be hauled down to about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Reagor, 30 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
18-11.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the gun, it's McDonald. This one brought in by Jefferson.
McDonald pass complete to Justin Jefferson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Hamler, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
18, right here. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Boovenile. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th down. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Another run now for Nwangu. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McDonald to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4th down. McDonald. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And the slot man goes in motion left. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Ryan.
They'll run with Hall. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 23-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Slot man moves right. Give to Hall running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, That may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one in one of our early window games here.